And we're live. Welcome back, Wayfarer. I hope you're doing well. Frank Monday here for you, once again, like Finnegan. Broadcasting from the central kingdom of the celestial dragon, Twilight Zone, old Peking, as it were, right? Blessings and welcome to another Ostara. It's the 2026th year in the Gregorian calendar, which, doesn't mean a lot, I don't guess. It's a reference point for us to affiliate and associate some shared culture, some common ground. Let me see if I can turn on the YouTube Bluetooth headset, sorry. Not the boob tube, I've turned on as far as I can tell. That should have worked. I do not know. I will test the old feedback loop, as it were. Oh, I think it's working. And join me in a moment of prayer, if you would, in honor of the spring equinox. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of our holy guardian angel to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere, and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. Teach us those secret things which we must know for the completion of the great work and the glory of thine ineffable name, Adonai. So it is commanded and confirmed, so mote it be. Amen.
Complex one.
Oh, okay. Yes, indeed. Dre's got one. Yeah, it's my chillins. Yeah, so welcome back, Wayfarer. Today we're just going to get into some regular old Ostara pagan stuff, right? Spring equinox celebrated on March 20th or the 21st. Tomorrow's the 20th here in China, marking the moment when in the northern hemisphere day and night are of equal length. Is that true only for the northern hemisphere, or is that true also for the southern hemisphere? And if so, how does that work on a globe? I was wondering about how new moons work on globe. I am broadcasting, son. Can I help you, Donghorn? Yeah. It's good magic right there, man. Those kiddos coming in, wanting some attention. Hey, Voice here. Yeah, all's well, Voy. I'll drop the link for you, Voy, if you want to join me to discuss the equinox. I would be more than happy to have you here, Voy. You know how I love and appreciate you, dear sir. I will remind the people out in Happy Land to... Why does that stop? Why did it stop transmitting the sound? Weird, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so extending an olive branch to you, Voy. If you'd like to join the old Frank Monday show here tonight, as it were. May or may not be night where you are. I'm not sure, sir. The spring equinox has always been a beloved time for me. Many of you may know that I grew up in a Christian family that was actually quite pagan, in fact. I think my mom pretty much just took us to church because for the social aspect and like the free Boy Scouts kind of thing. I don't think she was ever fully bought in. Maybe she was. She told me later on that she was when she was young. And then after the church broke her heart, even after trying many, many different churches, because she felt like they were a sham. Organized religion's a bit of a sham / scam, right? Yeah, good man. Do your thing. Boy, blessings. So that's why I appointed myself, rather than joining a religious organization, I just went ahead and appointed myself as a Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. So with that said, Dagon is Astarte would be, right, the Eastern Star, and then Father Dagon would be the Western Star, and then Cthulhu, right, rising from above or below, would be the solstices, right? Cthulhu has risen on the solstice and brought to full maturity by the summer solstice. So all hail the Father Dagon. All hail the Mother Hydra. The stars align. The shining trapezohedron emerges, and Cthulhu is arisen. Yeah, so that's good magic. Tomorrow starts the 100-day challenge, Sorcery of the Ancients. So if you've ever considered practicing sorcery, you might like to join me on this one. If not, keep your eyes covered, at least one eye. Keep at least one eye covered. And don't watch too closely, all right? Hit the like button, if you would, Wayfarer, for the old algobots. Keep them barking like Pavlov's dog. You can find out more about the upcoming 100-day challenge at buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Put a little jelly in the donut, right? A little pep in my step. A little something in the tip jar. That would be helpful. I plan on playing the Bornless ritual to open today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you don't have any questions or concerns, as per usual, hit the button if you want a tarot reading. You can only do that if you're here while we're live. It would be a little bit difficult. Hit the link and enjoy a free, let's put that in all capitals, free 1-card tarot reading. How about that? You guys like that? Boop. I bet you all good looking sexy people like that. You can appreciate it. Let me make sure I pin that. We're in it for the long haul tonight, guys. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe we'll go an hour. Maybe we'll go an hour and a half. Maybe we'll go 30 minutes, right? You never know what old Frank Monday's going to do, right? Who could predict it? Why did that stop? I don't understand how YouTube is just playing games with me, fucking with me, doing all kinds of happy horse shit. But, it is what it is. I'm not gonna overthink it. Right? Waiting to start. Did you ever see that cartoon of a guy who he's like young man, and it says waiting to start, and then it shows him a little bit later in life, about to start, and then it shows him after midlife, right, approaching senior years, and on the edge of starting, and then it shows him as a corpse, and it says ready to start, And I think about that with like going live. You try to get everything in order. You got your notes, right? You got your reading glasses. You've got a pack of squares. You got the music all queued up and ready to go. And it all turns to shit anyway. So what are you going to do? Just go ahead and hit the button. Hit the fucking live button. Get ready for it, man. You were born ready, right? Y'all good looking, sexy people were born ready. Yeah, so hit the button, get a free card. If not, not to worry. Let's do the Bornless ritual with Israel Regardi. This one takes about 6 or 7 minutes to get all the way through. So listen carefully, be mindful in what he says. If you pay attention to this video for the next 4 or 5 minutes, I believe that would constitute your initiation into Ostara, right? And then we'll get back in and we'll dig into it. We'll find out a little more about Ostara. How's that sound? Does that sound all right with you? Good. I hope so, because it sounds just fine to me.
Discommit thy mysteries, the ceremonies of Hem. The Bornless Ritual. Thee I invoke, the Bornless One, thee that didst create the earth and the heavens, thee that didst create the night and the day, thee that didst create the darkness and the light. Thou art Asa Arnepha, whom no man hath seen at any time. Thou art Iarbes. Thou art Ea, Apophras Ra. Thou hast distinguished between the just and the unjust. Thou didst make the female and the male. Thou didst produce the seeds and the fruit. Thou didst form men to love one another and to hate one another. I am Anchaf Nakonsu, thy prophet, unto whom thou didst commit thy mysteries, the ceremonies of Hem. Thou didst produce the moist and the dry, and that which nourisheth all created life. Hear thou me, for I am the angel of Ptah, Apophras Ra. This is thy true name, handed down to the prophets of Hem. Hear me. Arain, Theof, Ribet, Artheliberset, Arbelatham, Arbeu, Ebeu, Phi Theta So A, Ebe, Theaof. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, the terrible and invisible God, who dwellest in the void place of the Spirit. Aro go go abrao, so thou mudorio, falathao, Pay the Bornless One. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me, Ru Abra Eof Mario Dom Babylon Balbin Abaft Asalonai Arfen Eof E Photeth Abra Sax R-A-O-O-U Ishure, mighty and bornless one. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, Ma Bara Eo El Kotham Athori Balo Abraf. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. Aftam, Abaftam, Bas Om, Isak, Sabaoth. This is the Lord of the gods. This is the Lord of the universe. This is he whom the winds fear. This is he who, having made voice by his commandment, is Lord of all things, King, ruler, and helper. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. E-A-O-U Pe-U-Re E-O-U Pe-U-Re E-Aft E-R-A-O E-O-O-U Abra-Sax Sabri-Am O-O Oaf Oaf Adonai Ede Edu Angelos ton Theon Alala Lai Ga-E-R R-A-P Diathana Thoron. I am he, the bornless spirit, having sight in the feet, strong, and the immortal fire. I am he, the truth. I am he who hate, that evil should be wrought in the world. I am he that lighteneth and thundereth. I am he from whom is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. I am he, the begetter and manifester unto the light. I am he, the grace of the worlds. The heart girt with a serpent is my name. Come thou forth and follow me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. E-R-O, Saba-O. Such are the words.
All right, all right, all right, all right. There it is there. Welcome back, Wayfarer. I hope you are doing well. That is Israel Regardi of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, secretary to Aleister Crowley, and a hypnotherapist and psychotherapist living in my neck of the woods, Long Beach, California. Don't guess I should tell you guys exactly where I grew up, right? On the border of Compton and Long Beach. Doesn't matter though. I think I've told you that I received hypnotherapy from one of his students, which is funny because she was already an old lady at the time, and she told me that she was one of Regardi's students. So I received initiation into the at least the meditative practices of the Golden Dawn at a very early age. Kind of thankful for that. Didn't know it at the time, but her training stuck with me my whole life. I've always remembered those basic self-hypnotic, because she taught me them as self-hypnosis, right? And so those self-hypnotic techniques were the foundation of my early childhood. Well, not early childhood, early adulthood, I guess. 11 and 12 years old were the years I went to see her. I was a bit of a problem child, as you may have assumed or suspected. All right. Is that music too loud? I hate that old dead airspace in the background, right? It seems like if the music is there, I have an opportunity to occasionally take a breath and embrace some of that love guru energy of old Mr. Talcott. Have you guys heard of Jack Talcott? I don't know if you have or not. Let me tell you about him. It's the least I can do. He's one of my personal favorite YouTubers here in the Panelverse, or what the folks out there in Happy Land call the Boboit. Yeah, I'm a member of the Boboit, bottom of YouTube, not just Boit, right? Jack's a little higher up there in the hierarchy. You can find him at Jack Talcott. Just search the name. It'll lead you right to a daily show, a really fun daily show called Chats with Jack that you might like to check out. You never know. Another one that I enjoy is The Machine Lies. Do you guys know The Machine Lies? You might not. Let me tell you about The Machine Lies, if I may. I mean, again, it's the least I can do, right? It's not like you got anything better to do. You might as well check it out one time. Before we do that, have you heard Frank Monday's hit single, Get Out the Way? I say, get on up, get on up, get on up out the way, biatch. Get on up, get on up, get on up out the way. I said, move your big old fat ass out my way, biatch. Cause I'm coming through, and I'm moving, and I'm grooving, and I'm jamming to the tunes of Frank Monday's hit single, Get Out the Way. And I'm grooving, and I'm jamming. All right, just wanted to check the feedback loop, guys. Make sure the sound's still working. Yeah, Machine Lies. Check it out if you get a chance, okay?
Eyes of the machine.
Tell him Frank Monday.
On the machine that lies.
Ooh, all right, entertainment.
Basically, on the stream, the machine lies. We're taking a very critical look at technology. So the reason we're doing that is because we're looking at the medium that is used to communicate, right, and transmit information, right? We don't think that any form of mediation is neutral, right? But it's laden with values. And so I think that the well has been polluted by technology. So obviously we take a critical look at technology, right? Okay, we're looking at different concepts in relation to technology, right? In terms of philosophy, right? And in terms of religion. Now, that is one of the main purposes of the show, is that we really look at where technology and religion, science, and spirituality, where those things intersect, right? Because there's a crisis of the modern world in which there's a majority of the modern world is religious people. Their mindset is secular, and the means they employ are secular. We're living in a post-liberal, post-human, post-geological age, right? So we're talking about the death of liberalism, the rise of the world technological system. Now, we do think that, okay, there's a considerable level of, externalization of the ego, okay, and mediation of ourselves through the means we employ. So obviously, we shape tools, but the tools we use shape us, right? So that's one of the main things we're trying to get across on the show, is how technology changes human psychology. If you question the means you employ and what the objective factors of power are in our age, right, then that's the most important question you can ask. Right, that's the most critical stance you could actually take, right? Like, most people don't question, how or what means they use to question, to ask the question itself, right? So we're actually taking a critical look at technology, right, as a primary form of communication, as an objective factor of power in our age, right? And we think that basically we're assuming that a lot of the stuff that we see through this medium is totally made up, right, fabricated, and that is based on the fact that it is artifice. It's produced by a machine, right? So we talk about the lies of the machine
on the machine that lies. So good, man. I love that cut. That's my super cut right there. I made that cut, baby. What's up? Yeah, Voy knows what's up. You see that right there, motherfucker? Voy knows what's up. He can appreciate it. Yeah, TML's a good show. I saw you over at Chats with Jack. Don't act like you don't fucking like the Jack Talcott show too, Voy. Don't you fucking dare lie to me. Don't you come up here and I'll smack you in the mouth one time. Dick slap you upside the head. Talking all that happy horse shit. I know you like Jack. You might like him more than me, man. Because you'll get up there and you'll yank his chain a little bit, man. Which is a little bit gay, but you got to do what you're gonna do, boy. I would never presume upon coming over where someone's hanging out and telling them how to eat the banana. That's not my job. Okay, so I've got my reading glasses. You're too kind, boy. Thank you for that. You're a scholar and a gentleman, a breeder of fine horses. I would dance at your wedding if you could tolerate the embarrassment. I'd sing at your wedding if you could tolerate the embarrassment. I've actually prepared some songs for Ostara tonight, guys. I prepared a pentacle as well. I don't know if you saw that already. But I made myself a nice little Astarte pentacle with Adonai Elohim and Agela. So that's good magic. But yeah, I've got some songs prepared. I got a whole song list here. You guys ready to hear me sing? Frank Monday about to sing it. I got the Foggy Dew. I got the Rocky Road to Dublin. I got the Irish Rover. All in honor of Astarte. Hopefully we can get to those. Hopefully. That would be nice. That would be good fun. I know you guys appreciate me singing in an Irish voice. So, it's good stuff. It's good magic. Ain't no lying about that. Yeah, so we're going to check out what Astarte is, right? And what it represents. We've got it all lined up here. Oh, first we're going to do a little prayer though. Let's check out this prayer one time. Proudly presents, in conjunction with the 100-Day Challenge, a short presentation of the Adoration of Abraxas. Enjoy. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere, and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. Teach us those things which we must know for the completion of great work, the glory of thy ineffable name. Adonai. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be thee.
Yeah, that's good magic right there. I know you guys can appreciate it. You know good magic when you see it, right? That's not bad magic. Snafu Snaps was attacking me on Jack's show the other day and saying, "Are you going to do sorcery with Frank Monday?" And Jack's like, "You don't fucking worry about what I'm going to do." I thought that was cool. I like Jack. See, Jack's a good guy, man. He's got your back. You got his back. He's got your back, you know? I mean, what's wrong with the message? So many people fight it. There's so many demons of warring, bellicose, pugnacious energy out there, like stubbornly hostile and overtly aggressive, right? That are just in it to win it, you know? Haters gonna hate. That's their job. It's in the title, right? Trollers gonna troll. Trolls gonna troll. So yeah, that's bad magic, man. I posted a really cool little quip on today's Chats with Jack show, so get over there and check it out. Maybe I can drop the link for you guys. But you know, I had been thinking about it for a long time, and the Rogerian argument, and I wanted to, because that's the way Jack argues. You know, he's very much a counselor in the spirit of Carl Roger. Do you guys know the psychotherapist Carl Roger? He was active during the 70s and 80s in America. He was an American, not an American. Some of these fucking haters out there, man, they're Americans, not Americans. And it's obvious from their diction and syntax what they're up to, you know, their crazed rhetoric, as it were. But y'all good-looking, sexy people know better than that, because you're subbing the Frank Monday channel. You're getting in it to win it. You already hit the like and subscribed, I'm sure, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You're ready for that old 100-day challenge, and blessings to you, indeed. Many blessings. May 10,000 blessings be you and yours. You know? So that's good magic, guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for spending time with me today. It would, in fact, be far superior if one of y'all wanted to join me and banter about the ideas here. Otherwise, it's just the single talking head, right? Which is all right, too. I can hold down the fort. Entire screen. We're going to share this screen. I hope that I don't have any fucking dirty movies open or nothing, man. That'd get me in all kinds of trouble. Looks like we're good to go. I think we're good. Are we golden? Does that look like it's is that PG safe right there? Is that squeaky clean, PG-13? Let's get into this Astarte article. This is from the Pagan Grimoire, guys. And it says that the pagan celebration of the spring equinox is called Ostara. And a beautiful picture there. We've also got the new moon in Pisces, which is definitely good magic. Your fishy friend, follower of Dagon here, knows exactly what it's like being fish folk. You know, I got my tail swishing back and forth whenever I see you. So yeah, we some fishy folk over here. Ostara is the pagan holiday that falls at the spring equinox on the wheel of the year. It comes between the two fire festivals of Imbolc and Beltane. The date of the holiday changes each year depending on the astronomical time of the equinox, but occurs between March 19th and the 21st. Ancient cultures honored the spring equinox, but Ostara is a newer holiday that became popular when Wiccan Gerald Gardner. Hey, you guys, did I ever tell you that Scott Cunningham lived on the same street as me? When I was in junior high and high school, Scott Cunningham lived on the very same street as me. In fact, he was dying of AIDS when I lived there, and I went to visit him a couple of times, but I thought he was a weirdo. I didn't know he was dying of AIDS until someone told me later. After he died, they told me. A girl that gave me a giant quartz crystal. She was quite a fucking firecracker, that girl. That's the only reason I was interested, is because she drugged me up there for a spring equinox festival with the famous Wiccan writer Scott Cunningham. Ostara, I've crossed paths with a lot of famous people, y'all. And some might even argue that old Frank Monday's somehow famous, right? Ostara is linked to the Germanic goddess Esther, the goddess of the dawn, almost like Escher, right? From the I Am Who I Am, Asher. Asher, Ani Asher in Hebrew. I believe that's correct. According to some, it represents fertility and the arrival of spring. Ostara has its pagan roots in ancient seasonal celebrations, but it's not an ancient pagan holiday. Neo-Druids call it Alban Elir, and Gerald Gardner popularized the use of the spring equinox as a Sabbath. Spring equinox Sabbats have been around since the dawn of time. Don't try to fucking bullshit me, pagan grimoire. But I guess Ostara would be specifically the name for the Wiccan holiday. Yeah. For Wiccans, the goddess Ostara is the maiden, the god, and the god is a youthful or young horned god, full of vitality and promise. At Ostara, he is emerging from the dormancy of winter. His power is in the horn, right? You feeling horny out there, you fucking great god Pan worshipping sexy fucking people? It's believed that the holiday is called Ostara because of Esther, a goddess mentioned once in the 7th century writings of Anglo-Saxon monk Venerable Benet. In the Reckoning of Time, he goes over the names of the months, writing about the 4th month, meaning Esther's month. And I guess this is what he wrote, right? So thanks to old Benet the Beneficial, right? Estromonath has a name which is now translated as Pascal month, and which was once called after a goddess of theirs named Esther, in whose honored feasts were celebrated in that month. Now they designate the season by her name, calling the joys of the new rite by the time-honored name of the old observance. He was a bit of a flamboyant writer, huh? Maybe that's a poor transliteration of the French. I would imagine Anglo-Saxon, French, German, monk. Kathleen Herbert, in her book, Looking for the Lost Gods of England, says the name Esther means from the east in German and derives from the word dawn or golden dawn, vernal dawn. Spring dawning. There's also a Greek goddess known as Eos, love, right? But that's all we know about her. Yeah, bullshit. Don't you dare lie to me. Don't you keep that knowledge occulted. We can surmise that she was a spring fertility goddess, because the Anglo-Saxon name for April was named after her. But that's mostly just a guess. Correspondences for Ostara include the herbs, chamomile, synonym, mugwort, rosemary, vervain, yarrow. Yarrow sticks are used in casting the I Ching guas. Mint. I was just eating a mint. In fact, a spearmint. Fisherman's friend, my friend. Lemon balm. Do I have any lemon on my desk? No. Flowers are the crocus, daffodil, tulip, rose, lavender. Yeah, I saw some crocuses just the other day. In fact, I drew a picture of them. I never even knew what the crocus was. What a strange name for a flower, right? The crocus. Animals are the rabbit, of course, right? As appears on the great pre-equinotic card of the Empress, right? See if we can't find the Empress. The Empress occurs between the moon and the Emperor. Is that her? No, but that's a good looking card, man. These are beautiful cards right here I've got. Tarot cards. If you guys don't know the French deck, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, Art Noir, Art Nouveau, it's a beautiful deck. I think I've shared it with you in the past, so I'll not belabor the point. But all the cards that you see with spring flowers can be indicative of the spring dawning. And in fact, I would say all the queens. I don't know why they're attributing a masculine. Oh, I guess Raphael, so the chariot would be appropriate as well, even though the chariot is Cancer. Ah, there she is. No, is that her? Yeah, that's her. Good looking, sexy fucking woman. Do you like women? I know some of you dudes are gay, right? And you like men, but for those of you out there in Happy Land that love your women, there it is there. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? See the rabbit right up front? Can you see that? Oh, that reflection's fucking horrible. I don't even know if you can see that. That's a ghastly reflection. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. You gotta look hard, but she's got a little tummy on her too, right? Little pouch. Wow, she's pretty. You wanna kiss her on the mouth? Go ahead. Go ahead and kiss your fucking screen one time. You deviant little devil, you. It's good magic. Love, you guys know. You know I'm a fan of love. Love is the law, love under will. And do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Yes, indeed. Am I showing you too much, Wayfarer? Ostara, let's get back to it. Colors are gold, green, yellow, white, pink, lavender. Animals, the horse. Oh, the horse, that's good. That's a good one. It's a horse shear, right? Foods, fresh eggs. Yeah, I got a couple of fresh eggs. Grains, ale. Have a little ale for Saint Patty and Ostara. Crystals are the jade. Am I wearing any jade? Ooh, I am. I'm wearing jade, beloved. Ooh, I have a piece of amber too. It's in my wallet though, and I'll not show it to you. Ooh, and I touched rose quartz this morning. At the academy that I work at, they have these giant rose quartz statues. Because the Lauban, the owner of the place, is like a kind of a big deal. He's like a military guy. He had a lot of money, man. He put a lot of money in that school. That's good. There's some of the deities. Freya, that's one of your voy. Isn't Freya one of your guys, your Norwegian gods? Demeter, Ishtar, Inanna, Hathor. Hathor's Egyptian, right? So is Ishtar? Ishtar's not. No. That's Persian, I believe. I don't know why they don't just give you the full gambit, right? Isis Astarte Diana, Hecate Dimitri Kalenana, Isis Astarte Diana, Hecate Dimitri Kalenana. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean, hoof and horn. Yeah, you guys didn't come here for fucking karaoke night, did you? Grimrand, blah, 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 blah. You could read this shit on your own, man. There's the fucking link. Check it out. It's a really good article. What is Ostara? Ostara, pronounced Ostara, spring equinox, celebrated March 20th. Thereabouts, Germanic goddess of spring and dawn. Now it's calling them a goddess. On that last page, they called it a god. Vernal equinox, spring equinox, Alban Aelier. All these names point to the same truth. The festival of balance, renewal, and spring's full arrival. So on and so on. Simple ways to celebrate. Make yourself some Easter eggs. Plant some seeds. Oh, you best bet I'm going to be planting seeds. I'm going to be out there rutting and plowing. Go outside. Create balance. Eat fresh spring sprouts. Spring onion, it's a good one. I ate some today. In fact, I cracked a piece of pine wood off and took it in and whittled at it a bit. Some pine wood. Pine wood is especially auspicious this time of year in the Chinese tradition because any type of pine wood will drive away demonic or ghostly energy. Chinese Taoist sages make their sword out of pine wood. It's fragrant, beautiful wood, rose-colored when you stroke it. You got to stroke it over a long time, and your oils will tan the wood, stain the wood. Ostara ritual for beginners. Go outside or sit by a window. Bring a decorated egg with you. Take 3 deep breaths. With me now. And then say, I celebrate Ostara, spring equinox, balance of light and dark, the arrival of spring. Welcome spring, welcome balance, welcome renewal. I celebrate your arrival and my own growth. Blessed Ostara. Stroke your egg or plant your seed, my friend. There you go. Very simple, beautiful ritual to Ostara, the spring equinox, the spring dawning. That's all we got for y'all good looking sexy people on that affair. What is this? No. That's not anything you want to see right there. Let's go ahead and play the goddess song too for the goddess Ostarte. Astarte. Yeah, just in honor of the goddess. Why not? One time. It's like 2 minutes long. Come on. You can handle it. Rock out with me, baby.
We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain.
Sing it if you know it.
Flowing to the ocean. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain. Flowing to the ocean.
Isis Astarte Diana, Akate Dimitri Kalinana, Isis Astarte Diana,
all that falls shall rise again. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain. Flowing to the ocean, sage and drone, sage and drone.
Wisdom's gift shall be your own.
Throne and sage, throne and sage. Wisdom is the gift of age. We all come from the Godhead, and to him we shall return like a drop of rain. Flowing to the ocean, we all come from the Goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain.
Rising to the heavens. Yeah, there it is there. Good magic. Hey, we've got a visitor. Simon Callaghan. Long time no see, Frank. You're looking bright. Hope you're feeling good. You sounded, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, amigo. That looks like an Irish name, man. If it is Irish, then Erin Gobra, right? Erin Gobra, right? And I'll leave it at that. Begin to Galen, do you speak a bit of the Irish? Simon, I don't remember you, man. You'll have to remind me. I would appreciate that. Hit the button, hit the link, join the show. Come talk to me, man. That would be fun. I'm going to have to drop that from the studio because I'm running out of room in my studio. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, it's good magic, man. I thought in honor of Astarte and in the old Emerald Isle that I would torture you with the Foggy Dew. Do you guys like the Foggy Dew? I think you might, right? 'Twas down the glen one Easter tide to a city fair rode I. There armored lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No fife did hum nor battle drum did sound its dread tattoo, but the Angelus bell or the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. Right proudly high o'er Dublin town flung they out the flag of war. Said 'twas better to die neath an Irish sky than at Sulva or Suldelbar. And from the plains of royal Mead strong men came hurrying true, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy dew. Their bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear for those who died that Easter tide in the springtime of the year. While the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore the fight so that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. Might shine through the foggy dew. And back through the glen I rode again, and me heart with grief was sore. For I'd parted then with valiant men, whom I never shall see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I'd kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious dead, when you fell in the foggy dew. When you fell in the foggy dew. Okay, silent G, Callahan. With a silent G, Callahan, then Callahan. Living in Dublin. Simon 1532. Okay, I remember you, Simon. Ooh, Simon. I do remember you. Good magic. You're a card-carrying member of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. I don't even know if you remember that. But yeah, welcome back, beloved. All hail the Father Dagon. All hail the Mother Hydra. Cthulhu is risen. You're a card-carrying member. Lifetime membership, my friend. Yeah. Okay. Me beloved wifey poo says she'll come back and catch me drinking beer. I appreciate that, Simon. Yeah, no, the background music doesn't match. I don't give a fuck. I just put that there because sometimes I'm just going to stop talking, and if there's dead airspace, the algorithm will drop your video. And so you can't allow even a single moment of silence on YouTube. Yeah, I got a couple more here ready for you guys. Dublin. Yeah, I remember Simon. You've changed your name. Yeah, that's good magic, man. I can appreciate it. You are appreciated, beloved. I hope you're doing well. How are you? Good man. Wow, that's fucking high praise right there. You felt it, huh? You saw it. You saw the magic. You had the encounter. Ain't no denying it, man. Once you start a 100-day challenge, it's fucking game over. You can never look back, right? Yeah, we got a couple more here. Irish Rover, Rocky Road to Dublin. Since you're in Dublin, I ought to try to do this whole Rocky Road to Dublin. It's a fast one though. I've been practicing it, but I don't know if I can give it justice. Of course, the Irish Rovers are always my favorite. The Wolf Tones, you know me, man. You know me. I'm Irish at heart. Yeah, St. Paddy's Day, man. This is my beer for St. Paddy's Day. I had to finish the work week before I decided to tie one on, as it were. Give myself a bit of a break from the old stressing out in the noggin. Yeah, I know that music in the background is horseshit, but it's free music, right? Ooh, what happened here? I wonder why it does that. I've got my feedback loop over here on my iPad, and sometimes it just jumps back out of nowhere. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. If you want to fucking join the show, hit the link. I don't think you've ever called in before. But yeah, that holds true for anybody and everybody out there in Happy Land. As long as you're not an owl, right? Owls aren't necessarily welcome. Yeah, I don't remember which 100-day challenge you joined. Was it the 100-day magical challenge? Or one of the others? There was Hypnoapotheosis, Astral Travel. There was Scholar Warrior. There was all kinds of stuff, man. We've done a bunch of 100-day challenges.
Proudly presents The Way of the Scholar Warrior, Spring Equinox 2024.
2024, 2 years ago.
Greetings and salutations, Wayfarer. Tomorrow is the spring equinox 2024, and soon we will begin the Way of the Scholar Warrior 100-Day Challenge. I welcome you, Wizard, Warrior, Wanderer, Wayfarer, and Wildcat alike. I hope you join me on this grand adventure. And you might be wondering what will be included on this 100-Day Challenge of the Scholar Warrior. We're going to have a whole roster of activities. I'm working closely with Frater Tomas. We're coming up.
Yeah, Fredo Tomas. He died, right? He died before the challenge got started, motherfucker. He fucked around and died. Not cute. Don't do that. Don't fucking go and die on me, right? Our world is so magical if you embrace it. Yeah, your TikTok name is Nomus. Very good, very good. Yeah. Put the exact, I don't have TikTok, so I wouldn't even know how to find you, man. If you've got an Instagram, find me on Instagram. 3 or 4 years ago, wow, that's quite a thing. Yeah, I remember vividly. I was in this apartment when
with a bunch of different things that we're going to include
when you joined. I was in that apartment. I'm in a new apartment now, as I don't know if you could tell or not, but they you might remember the story, but they were renovating the apartments, and so now I have a really big one. I got more space than I need now. It's like 250 square meters or something. It's giant.
This challenge, Scholar Warrior. So join us in the abodes of the near future and do good magic. Ad astra per aspera aspirant. Until next.
Yeah, that's funny to see myself 2 years ago. God, I looked fucking 10 years younger. I guess it's about time for a haircut. A haircut would make me look a little younger. Hair starts to grow out a bit. Start to look like an old timer. Old man up there. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's good fun, man. I'm glad you joined that. I can appreciate it. You are among the few and far between, beloved Simon. So you're a frater. You're a neophyte, I believe, a pastophorus. Yeah, you need to join the next 100-Day Challenge, man. This one coming up, Sorcery of the Ancients. You join this one, this will elevate you to the next level, the level of aspirant, right? I'm sure you've been leveling up nonstop, though, man. You don't need me to level up. I offer the olive branch and the invitation for any and all Wayfarers who would like to take the challenge. I think it's good magic, and I hope you do too. I hope you can appreciate it. Here's a little scary magic. You guys like scary magic? Check this out. Yeah, like that. That's the old god of death. Once you arrive in hell, he said, "You're a pretty good guy. You can go back for a while. All right, go back to the earthly plane. Enjoy life." He's 生死鬼, right? 生死地, 生死仙, 生死君, I forget. It said it on there. I didn't read it though. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have some immediate stimulation in my environment. I shouldn't have pulled that Empress card. That's my wife. The Empress card is a fully indicative, right? I summoned her by pulling her card. I guess I could spend a star with her. I'd prefer to spend it on my own, though. I'm kind of a private dude. I don't know if you guys have realized that or not, but I kind of really, really, really enjoy my my alone time. And I seldom get the opportunity to live stream anymore and hang out with y'all, you know? So that's something.
Cats on the prowl, devils in your bed, their whispers so loud, witches on my heels, so they'll steal, running in the dark, truth they conceal, blood on the walls, splattering a sink. I can't help the dead, no time to think. Hounds howl at night, shadows in the light, fear in every breath, eyes wide with fright. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. Blood on the walls, splattering us sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. Blood on the walls, splattering us sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think.
There, Dweller of the Dark, guys, check it out. Xiao, he does some good magic over there on his channel. Let me show you the link. It's pretty straightforward, right? Dweller of the Dark at YouTube. One of my favorite channels, a wicked wizard from the East Coast of the United States, doing audiobooks and music and all kinds of stuff, man. Dude's a fucking dynamo. I call him Kid Dynamite. So that's one of my favorite songs. I got a bunch of them I like, but that's one of the ones on the old Frank Monday channel I like to play. You guys know Dr. Angela Puka? She's been doing good magic, man.
Yeah, and gnosis.
I can appreciate this.
Are these the core practices?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite doctors of esoteric religions. I think her degree is in Italian witchcraft. What a biscuit, huh? You guys like her?
Sigils, Kia, and Gnosis. Are these the core practices in chaos magic? Stay tuned to discover the key practical tools of a chaos magician. Hello everyone, I'm Angela and welcome to my symposium. I'm a university lecturer and a doctoral researcher, and this is your online resource for the academic study of magic and magic practice.
All right. My laptop crashed. Interesting. That's the time that's happened. I've had StreamYard crash before, but that was the first. I believe that's the first time I've ever had my laptop crash. What a weird thing, huh? I wonder if it was because of Dr. Angela Puca's video. I don't think so. I've played it before on my channel. So that seems like kind of a weird thing. It's alright. Give a fuck what they think. Ooh, maybe someone hit the link and attacked me. That's possible, I guess, huh? That's a possibility. Maybe it was Strike Crew Zebra? Is that what they're called?
Kia and Gnosis. Are these the core practices in chaos magic? Stay tuned to discover the key practical tools of a chaos magician.
The magic fairies at work, yeah, maybe. The Grimalkins, right? The gremlins. Throwing a monkey wrench in my shit. Yeah, this girl looks a lot like my wife. I'll never show you guys my wife, but she's got the same type of build and coloration. But imagine her Chinese. But this gal's about 20 years younger than my wife, I think. So it's nice to see her. Very, very similar to my old lady, though. They're super cute when they're young, right? They're all right when they get old, too, though. You know, they just keep getting wider and bigger, though.
Hello everyone, I'm Angela and welcome to my symposium.
More cushion for the pushing, though, man. I don't besmirch or what's the word? Begrudge my wife any of the pounds she's put on. Not too many. Fuck, she get too fat, I'm gonna kick her out of fucking bed, right?
I'm a university lecturer and a doctoral researcher, and this is your online resource for the academic study of magic and magic practicing religions and traditions. In this video, I will cover the key practical elements of chaos magic. As the academic research on the topic is still limited, my source for this video's content will mainly be Chapter 3 of the doctoral dissertation on chaos magic in Britain by Justin Woodman. However, it's worth mentioning that the material contained...
She's got really great posture and presentation. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little curtain behind myself, right? Little curtain of Astarte. I used to have one in my last set. This set I just haven't set up, man. I've been so fucking busy with the new duties at work, right? That it's kind of fucking hard to find time. I've got all kinds of stuff that I bought, like some accoutrements and tertiary elements, but I need a good bookshelf, and I'm gonna change the location of things. And I hate the fact that like the picture frames reflect light like that. So I'm gonna get the background set up at some point, guys. You fucking hold on to your hat, okay? Hold on to your god.
In this video will also be in accordance with my field experience with the mentioned primary sources and the scholarship referenced in Woodman. As mentioned in a previous video on the philosophical underpinning to chaos magic, this magical tradition is one which focuses primarily on getting results and experiments with different means in order to achieve the intended goal through magic. It is hence not surprising that we find practices borrowed and re-elaborated from different traditions and religions. This is not exclusive to chaos magicians. In fact, the same trend can be found across different contemporary traditions and religions practicing magic, including paganism and shamanism. However, in chaos magic, this mixture of practices is held together and reshaped by a relativistic, antinomian, utilitarian, and individually tailored ethos. As a result, the magical techniques employed by chaos magicians are ingrained within a worldview where human consciousness is the only source of meaning, and yet it only exists as a phenomenological process, bearing no predetermined essence, nor an intrinsic ontological nature. For chaos magicians, there are three main sources of knowledge.
How many did she say there were? Three? Tree is not a number. That's a thing that grows out in the yard. Beloved. Tree. The theory of turds. All right. Do you guys know a little something about the theory of turds? I've got a theory. It's called the theory of turds. Let's see here. I've got a bit of an introduction to it. Let me see where it is. Yeah, there you go. The theory of turds, the keys of magic are intention, willpower, and resonance. So you start off with intent, right? And you transmute this into the deeper level of will and power, will to power. And this creates resonance, as it were, right? And then you head on over to Live Without Fear and pay old Jack Talcata a visit. Chats with Jack. Simon, are you familiar with Chats with Jack? I spend a lot of time over there, man, like daily. It's my morning show. I like the morning show with Jack. I should put together a video, an intro for Jack, but I ain't got no time for that. He should make a 2 to 3 minute trailer that other people can download and share to promote his channel. I'm not going to do it. Somebody else should do it. The only one I've got is not great. I mean, I could show it to you guys, but it kind of shows the flavor of Jack. I don't know if it's entirely what I want it to be, because I think it was a little bit of a quip. But I'll show it to you anyway. We'll put Puka. We'll put Angela Puka on rest, and I'll show you a little bit about what Chats with Jack's all about. Y'all good-looking, sexy people. Have I been on YouTube for a while? 10 years. I've accumulated 100 subs per year for the last 10 years. So yeah, or do you mean tonight? I've been here for an hour. We got a question from Happy Land, guys. Make sure you keep it squeaky clean out in Happy Land. Head over to Wishy Washy Dish Soap Factory and pick yourself up a 5-pound box of Wishy Washy dish soap. Comes with a complimentary Wishy Washy washcloth. So that's something, right? You get 20% discount if you sub to my page over at Buy Me a Coffee Frank Monday. Put a little something in the tip jar. That'll entitle you to a monthly 20% discount off the 5-pound box of Wishy Washy dish soap. It's only $4.99 to start off with. You get 20% discount. That's $1 off, right? So I think it's worth it. You know, it's something. I have not been on YouTube. Haven't been on. Oh, you haven't been. Good God in heaven, man. I totally misread that. I'm prone to misread things tonight, guys. Oh, Frank Monday celebrating the equinox. Yeah, I assumed that, Simon. You've been busy with life, right? Life takes over. That happens with me too. I get busy living and forget about YouTube.
Entertainment.
But I like YouTube. Okay, so let me preface this a little bit, because otherwise it would be unfair. There's a certain fella that comes over to Jack Talcott's place, and every time the motherfucker comes over, he tries to steal the jelly out of Jack's donut. He's a real fucking POS, man. You're going to learn his name here in just a second, but he's one of the biggest pieces of shit on YouTube, and he should have been deplatformed and cast into the fucking fire years ago, but somehow he seems to persist. So from what I understand, this guy's a certified schizophrenic narcissist that lives in a mental asylum, and yeah, you'll see who he is. So Jack has to deal with this motherfucker day in and day out, showing up and spreading his madness, right? But yeah, this is a little taste. And I titled this A Message to Jack Talcott from Team Evil. So this is Queen Stephanie, the leader of Team Evil, that shows up at Chats with Jack quite often. Team Evil. Yeah, and they're wicked, man. They're a wicked bunch of wanton weasels that wallow about in the very sewers of YouTube. Let's have a look. I mean, fuck. I guess I shouldn't prime the pump, and you can make up your own mind. But yeah, let's tune in as if we're a fly on the wall and have a little listen.
Hello. Jack Talcott exposes Jack Talcott. Steven.
Bring in the blockers.
He's an insufferable little narcissistic pissant. He's insecure. He's a spoiled little psychotic brat. And he shows what he is. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. He can't take any pushback. He can't handle me. He can't wait for me to stop talking.
Brother, yes. Stephen, we know since I'm a liar, I can't be trusted. And so everybody else is a liar, and nobody else can be trusted.
That's you.
Stephen.
Yeah, so this character's name is Stephanie, all right? A Canadian goose, as it were. And this is poor Jack Talcott. I mean, not to fucking ball wash or anything, but yeah, Gothcott, that's right. And he's got to deal with this shit day in and day out. Just folks like the old leader of Team Evil here in the Hell Realm, and others, right? Et al. Just on and on, etc., ad nauseum. Jeeps, welcome. Good to see you, Jeeps. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Jeeps, I don't know if you're male or female, so I apologize if I misgendered you by saying man, but it's just human. Welcome, human. Much love to you.
You are a liar.
Stephen.
You do project that way.
Stephen.
You are psychotic. You do believe everyone's like you.
Stephen.
You believe everyone's a liar because you're a liar.
Stephen.
You believe.
Yeah, so Steven's basically just describing himself here, not Jack. He thinks that Jack is like a sounding board that he can just mirror off of, right? And abuse and attack. He does the same thing to me, right? He does the same thing to anyone he crosses paths with. So, you know, if
everyone's just like Jack.
Stephen.
I don't trust anyone who refers to themselves in third person that way all the time.
Stephen.
It's very psychotic.
Nice. Did you catch that? That's a shout out to London Man. London McLovin. KJV, right? Send in the blockers. Yeah, I fucking love KJV, man. Tell London McLovin I said what's up. I haven't seen him in a while. Good looking motherfucker. Sexy. Articulate. Intelligent. High stepping. Love me some old London man.
It's very strange.
Stephen.
Very egotistical. Very unusual. Very abnormal.
Stephen.
It's psychotic behavior.
Stephen.
It's very weird listening to him say, Jack is this, Jack is that, Jack is dangerous. I think you are dangerous, though.
Stephen.
You're very unstable.
Stephen.
He doesn't mind baseless accusations made right there against me in his chat, because it's against me. He's only bothered when accusations are made against him.
Steven.
Jack doesn't care about false accusations. Jack only cares about Jack.
Wow, and there he is right there. KJV, speak of the devil, and he doth appear. Jack talking love with a panel full of Satanists. Yeah, it's not his fault though, KJV. Motherfuckers just show up talking shit every fucking time without fail. And here's the thing. This is what I've always loved about Jack. I got to be 100% honest with you. I wrote an entire essay, like a 3-page fucking essay as a love letter to him just the other day. But then my shitty ass work computer, I did it on company time. But my shitty ass work computer fucking rebooted and I lost the whole thing. It's okay. It was fun to get it out of my heart, right? And put it into print, as it were. But I lost it. It was really good too. Like, it was actually quite articulate. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm actually a decent writer, right? When I sit down and put my heart in it. Not bad, but it's taken me 40 years to learn how to do it, right? With yeah.
Steven.
London can make all kinds of comments like that towards me and towards the whole panel. Jack doesn't give a shit about his guests.
Steven.
Jack only cares about Jack. Jack isn't for peace. Jack is only for Jack. Jack is selfish and self-centered.
As soon as I speak for 5 or 10 seconds, he's wagging his finger trying to stop me to interrupt. Why do you even have guests on your fucking show?
Steven.
I'm a truth speaker.
Steven.
Jack is a liar.
Steven.
Thank you very much.
That's actually exactly the opposite. Steven's a liar and Jack is a truth speaker. His main focus, in fact, his entire fucking focus, Chats with Jack Talcott, you know, if you haven't heard of him, tell a friend, is focused on love, truth, being Christ-like, trying to get a deeper relationship with God. And I'm firmly convinced that he's using Carl Rogers' style of, not Mr. Rogers. Was Mr. Rogers Carl Rogers? Fuck, they're almost identical. It's like a loving, caring system of psychotherapy that is just, it's a beautiful thing. If you don't know about it, look it up, man. Rogerian therapy. Far superior to Freudian therapy. I mean, on the level of Carl Jung, really. He must have been inspired by Carl Jung, I think.
Here's what I see. Steven, you've antagonized people.
There you go. Here's what I see. Just calling it out, right? Gonna call a spade a spade. Steven, you have antagonized people with your blasted insanity machine. Is there any deception in that? No, it's absolute truth, man. He's stating facts. The blame is fully on your shoulders, Mr. Queen Stefan. Step in. All right.
So,
God bless you, Simon. Frater Simon. Adept. Pastophorus. Beloved.
tries to gaslight me, says it's my fault.
Steven.
Blames me, says I antagonize people.
Steven.
Can't address the false accusation.
Steven.
He's biased.
Steven.
He smacks his fucking lips. He flicks out his tongue.
Yeah, that lizard-like tongue. It's gorgeous, isn't it? See how fucking obsessive Steven is? Like, he puts the fucking time into making these videos. This is from his channel. I downloaded it and just cut it because he gave such a fucking diatribe of invectives, pejoratives, derogatory expressions about Jack, whom I love deeply. And I am emphatically certain that Jack's a good man and Steven's a bad man. Right? He's a very, 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 very bad man. You don't like finger wagging, do you, Queen Stephanie? You're a very, 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 very bad man. Very, 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 very bad. You, sir, are a very bad man, Queen Stephanie. You motherfucker.
He shows you exactly what he is. Exactly what he is.
Steven, he's one who's seen you as an antagonist. Steven, you've antagonized people. You've promoted the idea of a hell realm.
Yeah, there it is there. That's your whole fucking spiel, right? You're just regurgitating, puking up Gnostic doctrine, right? And not even good Gnostic doctrine, fucking horse shit. I don't even know where you got that horse shit. That's entirely YouTube horse shit. None of that was in the esoteric community before YouTube. Nobody thought like that. None of that fucking material. That's all entirely AI created, man. I don't even believe any of that's real. I've got books. I've got a library of like 2,000 occult books, and never once did I come across like such demiurgic hell realm garbage. And maybe if I did, I just fucking ignored it, right? Didn't fucking include it in my library because it's just garbage. Just like you are, Steven.
Steven, here, honestly, the way I'd been disrespected.
Steven, you need to calm down, boy.
The way I had been.
Did you hear that? Steven, you need to calm down, boy. And that's one of your minions. That's a guy that's like his toady, apple polisher. One of the guys from his channel that's like a regular on his channel and came over with him to try to lampoon Jack. This is how these guys work. They work together. They conspire to diminish and smear other people's character.
Disrespected by you, Steven. I was enjoying the anti-Steven. What are you trying to prove? Your defensiveness and your little insecurities preventing me from getting to my point. Steven, shut your mouth, please.
Oh, there was nothing more beautiful. I was here this day, in fact, guys. You can see that Rose777 is also in the chat. But I was listening. I was either here, I was either in the chat or just watching the show. But what a beautiful thing, man. This is why I had to clip the whole fucking thing. This is Jack at his best, man, in my opinion. Shutting down the fucking demons. He's doing what Christ commanded, to cast out demons.
Steven, shut your mouth, please. Steven,
shut your mouth, please.
Steven,
I'd love to shut your mouth, you little pissant.
You see how neurotic that is? How like obsessed he is with trying to dominate and control poor Jack? It's just fucking wicked, man.
Steven, you need to calm down, boy.
And your irrelevance is shining, Steven. Okay?
So the holy peacemaker calls me irrelevant. I'm an intelligent being. I bring comedy, entertainment. I bring excellent points that match up with reality. You're an insecure, jealous little fucking pissant narcissist.
I've tolerated you. I've put up with you. Steven, I've tried to enjoy you here on this live stream.
And he really has. Like, Jack puts in a lot of effort trying to enjoy these fucking haters that just come by and sling mud at him for no good goddamn reason. Jeeps311, thank you for being here, Jeeps. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate your contribution in the chat. It says the Gnostic thought the god of the material world was the demiurge. Maybe it's in there. I don't know. I haven't fucking studied that material that deeply. Neither the Gnostic nor the biblical. It's none of my fucking business. My horse ain't in that race. And the main goal was to transcend it. Well, transcendentalism is something I do know about, right? Emerson, Thoreau, Fuller. These are people I can appreciate. They never said any of that. There wasn't any fucking demiurgic, Gnostic, anti-world rhetoric among the transcendentalists. The Gnostics are fun. Yeah, they're a crock of shit in my opinion. But I don't know if they thought this was the hell realm. Yeah. Well, thank you for your contribution, Jeeps. That's good magic. To usurp the idea of gnosis, which is not a Gnostic thing. It's just a Greek word that means intrinsic knowledge, right? To usurp that and try to turn it into this perverse sewer state like Steven does is just garbage, in my opinion.
Full of shit, Jack. You're full of yourself. You only enjoy hearing yourself speak.
But again, Jeeps, that's only my personal opinion, just my take on it. I mean, you can believe whatever the fuck you want. Beliefs are just tools anyway. Don't hold too tightly onto them, right? If you hold too tight onto your hammer, right? Your hammer hammer of the witches, then you might not be able to use a screwdriver because you can't let go of that hammer.
Miserable little pissant.
Steven.
You miserable little narcissist. You homeless bum. You're a failure in life. Stop blaming everyone else for your failures.
I don't really give a shit right now, Stephen, about you and your personal problems with London. I don't, Stephen. I will not continue your egoic nonsense here with me. Stephen, great. Get over it. Is that fair?
Am I wrong? Did I fuck up? I feel like you're mad at me, Jack.
Rose 777, beloved, you could never fuck up. You're absolutely the what's that word? The gem in God's eye, the twinkle in his eye, I forget how that goes, the pie of the eye. There's some expression that expresses like God truly loving an individual, and you are beloved, Rose. No matter who tries to besmirch your character, beloved Rose 777, you are a godsend. Your voice is like heaven. I mean, listen to it. Fuck, did you just hear the succulent, delightful nature of her voice?
With me, Stephen, great. Get over it. Is that fair?
Am I wrong? Did I fuck up? I feel like you're mad at me, Jack.
You're a loser and a failure.
Why would he say that about Rose? What a weird dude. Rose, did you hear Steven fucking saying that shit about you? Who gives? You don't seem to care. You seem to tolerate him as well. I don't think there's a godlike people think all those texts we're speaking of about energy, positive, negative, and neutral. They're switching roles every other cycle. Yeah, a lot of people say this, Jeeps. Rose, Jeeps is calling you a succubus. Do elaborate if that's your claim. I need some evidence, some analysis, and some application, man. I want to know what you're talking about, Jeeps, because I've never felt that. She's the pie in God's eye in my mind, man. Let's get back into it though. Yeah, so he's talking a gang of shit. He's fucking besmirching everyone. Like, look at Rose. You're one of his friends. And he still talks all this shit about you. Let's go back just a second and hear what he has to say about you.
Am I wrong? Did I fuck up? I feel like you're mad at me, Jack.
You're a loser and a failure. You're not relevant in the world.
Stephen.
You're just seeking attention.
Stephen.
You're an angry little narcissist.
Stephen.
Throwing a tantrum. That's all that you are.
Stephen.
You see what he said about you right there? That's fucking... Is he saying that about Jack, or is he saying that about Rose, or is he just saying that about everyone he comes across?
Every day.
Jack is insecure. Jack wants attention. Jack is a spoiled little crybaby. Jack wants everyone to care and listen to Jack. No one cares about what Jack is saying. No one believes you. You're a bullshitter. You're full of shit, Jack. You're a loser. You're a narc.
And that's what everybody's showing.
Thank you.
Nobody really cares about what Jack's message is. And
yeah, see, there's a minion of Team Evil. And he kept saying this day. I remember precisely, right? Jack's message is live without fear. Peace, love, and an end to legal secrets. So, let's see here. First, Simon, Frater Simon, you always have precedence, beloved, because you are a member of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Had your beliefs in chemtrails turned upside down recently, mostly fear-mongering. Kim, Cantrail, Kim v. Contrail, Red Blue, embrace your truth and cast out your beliefs. Yeah, I can agree with you there. Beliefs, well, you don't throw all your fucking tools in the mud, right? But just don't be so goddamn niggardly and holding on to them, right? You could shift out tools occasionally. You have to. I mean, how many of us don't? I mean, sometimes you got to switch from a pencil to a pen, to a keyboard or whatever. Beliefs are just tools, my friends. There's some truth in everything, says Jeeps to Simon, and balance is important, especially now at the time of the spring equinox, right? Yeah, so definitely seek balance and harmony. But here's the thing, guys. Please read the quote I put on Jack Talcott's last show about the Aristotelian versus the Rogerian argument style. Try to embrace the Rastafarian model, what I call the Rastafarian model of conversation, right? It's something I'm independently developing on my own. Let me see if I can find the tag for it. Oh God, I got so many tags. I gotta clear all these tags out at some point. It is here. There it is there. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm calling it the Rastafarian conversation model. And it basically just means like 420, man. Pass the fucking blunt. You guys know the song? Pass the doechip on the left-hand side. Pass the doechip on the left-hand side. I said a puff, puff, give. All right, so it's puff, puff, pass. 3 Ps. The 3P system. Don't hold on to it forever, man. Let it go and relax. I've got an entire post on it. You can learn about it from my channel. But I think it's good magic. At least that's my opinion. And
that's what everybody's showing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nobody really cares about what Jack's message is, and that's what everybody's showing.
Thank you. That's pretty much. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. What bothers me about Stephen is that he's, number one, as I've said, he has been very offensive and disrespectful, not just towards Jack Talcott's name, but towards many people. I know Stephen is irrelevant to me.
Good suggestion, Simon. Thank you. But I think it would violate copyright. I don't know. Maybe I could just do my own rendition of it so that it can't be so that it doesn't violate trademark, switch it up a little bit. If you make music, Senor Callahan, then make me a little something, man. I'd use it on the channel every time I go live. But yeah, here's the truth of the thing. This is the truth of Stefan.
And disrespectful, not just towards Jack Talcott's name, but towards many people. I know Stephen is irrelevant to me.
Stephen is irrelevant to everyone. The entire world cares not whether he live or die. And that's this, I guess it's not sad, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, if the garbage collector, who really pays attention to the garbage collector, right? That collects garbage and lords over it like a hungry vulture, salivating and picking at it. The tin cans and the used toilet paper. That's Stepan. That's exactly him. That could be your background. Yeah, I wish that were my background music. I can't afford any kind of production value anymore, guys. And when I mean that, I can't really afford the time to do it. I put a lot of effort into my production value early on, and it garnered me no return on investment. So now it's just this. It is what it is, Unless folks come forward to help me spread my message of good magic, then it's just going to be in my free time. And it's not even really free time. I mean, you know what I mean?
He's proven that over and over and over. He claims some sort of superiority, as though he's got some value just by being here. And he's proven over and over and over that, yep, he hasn't helped me a bit.
Yeah, I do that with my flute, Simon. I got my bamboo flute here on my altar, and I try to play it regularly, but it's a little bit loud. I think I might switch back to the guitar. I played guitar when I was in college, and it seems to be far quieter. The sound doesn't travel far, but flute just fucking blasts, man. Even if you play the flute on near silent, it's going to wake everybody up and bother everyone no matter what time of day you do it. So I found the flute and the Chinese trumpet are my favorites, but they're just so goddamn powerful. Their volume is huge. Wind instruments are my calling, but you just can't use them in the modern society, not within the confines of a city. If I were out in the countryside, I'd do it. I would, as they say, duenyo tanchin. I would play my flute for the pigs and the cattle, all right, and the trees and the butterflies.
I don't mind being taken advantage of, but give me something that I want.
You're very disrespectful. You don't appreciate when people try to help you. I'm not going to give you shit. Nothing. I'm not giving you anything that you want. You've been ungrateful. You're disrespectful. You're a fucking narcissist.
It's like, holy cows, man. It's like, holy cows, man.
He does compare himself to God. He believes himself to be Jesus Christ. Jack has delusions of grandeur. Jack is psychotic. Jack is very dangerous. Jack is very dangerous.
It's like, holy cows, man.
Look at him. Just look at him. His body language reveals a lot. It shows what he is. The way that he reacts to people. The reactions on his face. Shows everything, if you pay attention. Shows everything right there. It's all right there for you to see.
Yes, we all are messengers, and we can affect people within our immediate sphere of influence.
Yeah, Rose has a really deep message, and she's dialed in. She knows her magic. And I was a little surprised that Jack reacted this way, because Jack wants to have a big boom, right? He wants to make a big splash, which I don't think there's anything wrong with. I definitely think you could do that, right? Like, I've made a big splash. I know the hardship that it entails to subject your physical, mental, and spiritual being to the lightning strike of God. And for most men, it would kill them. But I think that Jack, beloved brother Jack Talcott, if you're listening to this, you have positioned yourself where you could take a big blast of Jehovah, Zeus, Odin's energy and transmute it into the world. You could at this point. You've readied yourself. You've done the prerequisite work, the great work. And I think that's why I support you, because I think it could be transmitted through you as like a big splash in the pool, earthquake fucking level stuff. And I can get behind that because it's good magic. And you're right, Jeeps. And Frater Simon, you're correct. The flute. I did a classical flute in high school, and then I did a bit of jazz flute in college and after. But then when I found the Chinese flute, man, I love that motherfucker. They got a whole range of flutes made out of bamboo that can really make some sounds, but they're loud. They're really, really loud. I'm whistling Dixie on my flute, baby. Yeah, Jeeps. This is a beloved scowl. The caterpillar's going crazy on this one, right?
A one-on-one basis every single day.
Look at him. Just look at him. He shows his disdain, his disinterest, his contempt. Jack only cares about Jack.
It's time for me to find the audience of people who want to hear what I'm saying. Stephen has not been that. It's like, holy cows, man.
Yeah, he's right. Stephen has not been. Look, I'm wearing a little man bun in this. How gay. How gay. Yeah. Anyway, this was a really wonderful little venue that I taught swing dance at. And if you've seen my Kung Fu Challenger video, you recognize that rooftop. What a thing, too. The girl's name who owned this, it was a flower shop bar. It was a flower shop where she did flower arrangement classes and like fashion classes and stuff. But it also seconded as a bar. And so I took the evening shift and taught swing and did esoteric meetups and stuff. And I could use the entire space. Plus, I would get 10% of the bar as payment. And I was charging an admission fee. I made a ton of fucking money at this club, man. It was really, really good fun. Frater Tomas set this up, though. He was a business-minded individual, and we endeavored to do a lot of business things together. I really miss Thomas, man. I'm sad that he fucking died. Motherfucker, do not die on me. But I can feel his spirit here with me, right? He cast off the physical coil and transcended to the worlds beyond. And any type of ennui or longing that I feel towards him is a little bit selfish on my part, right? And once I realized that, I was able to get through my grief. When you realize that, like, trying to bring back those wayfarers who were there with you on the journey and then, maybe checked out halfway, like, that's selfishness on your part, man. Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that, man. Let them do their thing, baby.
To hear what I'm saying. Stephen has not been that. It's like, holy cows, man.
Yeah, that's true facts right there, Frater Simon. Beloved Frater Simon. Let me find that other dance video. Meanwhile,
teachings from other peers or teachers, and of course, personal experience. The textual material appears to be a significant source of inspiration, especially those authored by Aleister Crowley, Peter J. Carroll, Austin Osman-Spare, Kenneth Grant, Phil Hine, and Ray Sherwin. The Liber Null and Psychonaut by Peter J. Carroll is possibly the most inspirational of them all. And this appears to be especially true for Chaos Magician in relation to its first chapter, called Liber MMM, which stands for Magic, Mind Control, and Metamorphosis.
Yeah, that sounds like good magic to me right there. And you're right, man. Dancing is good for the soul and the body. And a lot of people, let's see, we've got a comment here by Jeeps. Or no, that's Simon. That's you, Frater. Thank you, Frater Simon Callahan. A lot of people in Truth Movement have been programmed by numbers, symbols, and etc. with them even knowing it, including people we believe in. Yeah, that's true facts, man. Yes, indeed. Like lots of numbers. You know, there was a certain event that occurred on October 7th, 1951, I believe. And then it occurred again on October 7th, 2021, and then again on 2023, I think. Is that when that happened? It was 2024. 2024. Yeah, so 224. They're constantly encoded in numbers, and especially like when they write the books. Yeah, what's MMM? What is M? M is the 13th letter of the alphabet, right? So we've got 333, 131313, which is 3 times 333. Yeah, no, I get you, bro. You don't have to have any kind of grammar or anything. Yeah, I can read between the lines, man. So magic, mind control, and metamorphosis. Magic is a kind of mind control, right? And the metamorphosis, yeah, that's a natural process, right? It's good magic, man. That's what it is. Here we go. Since you mentioned dance, I will torture you guys with the old. This was made by Professor J. A Jewish guy made this video for me. I paid him $100 to come in and have a free class and shoot a video for me. Yeah, so I love Professor J. He's a lighting expert here in Beijing. He works on big films now. So a lot of these guys that I've crossed paths with, they've either shot to great success. I would say almost everybody I've crossed paths with has. Like stars rising, man. Stars rising in the dark night sky. So with no
that kung fu swang.
With no further ado, right? That's old Live Drive archive rhetoric there. Get you that kung fu swang. And this was a subway. It says Xian Xia Ho Shang. First get off before you can get on. It's a subway thing, but I thought it was so funny, right? It's fucking perverted, and I think the guys who came up with this campaign knew exactly what they were saying. So funny. Chinese people can be funny, man. They really can. They got a good sense of humor, far superior to the Japanese. I found that the Japanese are humorless, but Chinese are great, beloved people.
Get you that kung fu swang.
Lunar Light Entertainment proudly presents. It's the Monday Night Swing Review with Frank Monday.
Yeah, this gal was fun. I think I told you guys about this gal, little Jewish gal from New York. She knew how to dance.
Wow, there's bacon on it too. Nice surprise there.
5, 6, 7, 8, kick and kick and kick. Oh, shake it and shake it and shake it up. Shake and shake and shake it up. And you half break. Push and you push and you cross over. Push and you push and you cross over.
Push and you push and you half break.
Boom. High, tacky Annie up for wheat. High. Silence the bottle. Boom. Bye. Boom. Bye. Hey. Ho. Boom. High. Half break. Back, forward, slide. Slide. Half break. All right, wait for it. 5, 6, 7, 8,
No, yeah, you can take it. Go ahead. I'm wrong. In fact, that was not the video shot by Professor J. I think I made this
Thank you for
video,
watching Lunar Light Entertainment. Have a great day.
but it was based on the video that he shot. The video he shot was a little bit different. What's up, honey? So, from where? Okay. 以为什么? Yeah, that was a good class, man. Like, and thank you. Yeah, good magic. I appreciate that, man.
But don't take this off.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, you can play with it for a while if you want. Okay, I do. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that, Simon. That was a big day. I think there were like 50 folks there that day, man. Quite a thing. Yeah. That class was dynamite. And a lot of it was brought about by other people. Like this little dude up front, he ended up bringing like 3 or 4 people that night. There was a South African gal, and she brought like 2 or 3 people with her. And everybody was having fun, man, and they all wanted to bring people. So like everybody from their job that attended that class like invited their coworkers and colleagues and shit. And they're like, we got this really great little scene, or this, this foreign devils teaching fucking dance, and come on by and hang out. Cause I was doing all free classes at that point. Or it seems like maybe I had a really, really low admission fee, like 20 kwai or something. I think it was 20 kwai. You could attend the class, and if you spent 50 kwai, you could get a free drink, something like that. It's like $5 is what it worked out to be, something like that. Really, I was just doing it for the people, but I wanted to be able to pay for my cab, and like, my wife told me if I wasn't making money off it, I couldn't do it. She's a fucking, she tends to be a piece of shit that way. I would always do it for free. Yeah, really good bonding and good social fun, man. Lockdown 2020, COVID destroyed it. It didn't end when lockdown hit. That's when they banned us from having social gatherings. And I never started it up again. I swore to myself I was going to start it as soon as the lockdown was lifted. But I just couldn't fucking get motivated to do it again. So many people died during lockdown due to the jibber jab. Jibber jab. Killed off like 5 of my favorite people. So, fuck them. Yeah, these gals right here, that gal was Irish, that redheaded gal. She said she was born in Scotland, but her family was from Ireland. This girl in the red shirt with the red hair. And yeah, I really, really wanted her bad, but I never acted on it. Yeah, Frank for the people. That's the fucking truth of magic right there, man, for the people. I never acted on it with any of my students. I taught swing for like 10 years, and I never violated the teacher-pupil boundary, even though there was quite a few times I wanted to, man. I thought that you have to have standards, you know. If you want to do that thing, then just go somewhere else and do it. Don't shit where you eat, my friend, right? And I abided by that principle. I was always purely platonic with every woman that I danced with. So yeah, there's something about it, man. There was some fire in the hole, right? That drove me almost to breaking my self-sworn prohibitions, which in retrospect, I'm glad I didn't. But she wasn't making it difficult either, you know. So I'm a good man for that, and that's something I can appreciate. That's a merit. That's a merit on, you know, a feather in my cap, a merit in my belt in some way, I think. And I think it gives me the power to restart that thing. Otherwise, I think the gods would absolutely, you know, they would absolutely cast you down and take away your fortune. If there are gods, I think there's something to it. I think they are watching. That gal dead center right now of the screen, she was the South African girl that loved my class so much. She brought like more people than any other student I've ever had. Like, she showed up every single fucking class for like probably 2 or 3 years and always brought people. And like, this is the funnest thing you're going to have all week, you know? And yeah, she was good fun. What a thing, right? What a thing. Memory too, going back down memory lane. I was a kid about 3:30. Mother to me said things will come and things may go, but this is one thing you ought to know. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. It ain't what you know, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you know, it's the way that you do it. That's what gets results. Come on. Yeah, so good. Such good music too, right? I think that honestly, of all the people I met, the French are the most fun. The Germans were the most precise and analytical. The Chinese were just humble, childlike fucking students most of the time. And who else did I deal with? Spanish folks, so good. Really, really good fun. Yeah, that's right. Fools and tools, you know that shit's correct. You know that's right. Yeah, so what a fun thing, man. What a like, that was like my true experience with the international cosmopolitan community, was being able, I hosted a swing dance class, a kung fu class, and a esoteric meetup, like a Wednesday night. I call them the mercurial meetups. And I did all that stuff for a little over a decade, and really developed my social engagement here in Beijing. And there's nothing more fucking delightful, man. Because I took classes on all these things for so many years and paid so much money to other teachers. And I thought the real thing is to become the teacher, you know, fucking get out there and get it going, you know. The only reason I started a swing class is because my swing dance teacher moved back to the US. He was here for 6 years. From 2003, the first SARS coronavirus, right? The first COVID lockdown in 2003. And he stayed until 2009, just after the Olympics. Adam Lee, you can look him up. Swing Beijing, I'm in some of his videos, right? He's got YouTube stuff up, I think. He was a real liberal left, though. And like, I talked to him privately in emails and Zoom calls and shit later on. And he was like, God damn, Frank, I didn't know you were a conservative. He's like, and I was like, wow, man, what a thing. No matter how much effort and honor you put into a thing, as soon as politics come between you and another person, it's game over, man. Motherfucker find out you voted for Trump and they cut you off. You know, I don't give a fuck if he voted for Biden or Kamala. I would never throw away a 10-year friendship for that, but other people will, because they're so ideological, right? They're grasping so tightly to their beliefs, right? They find out, oh, you don't worship Jesus as a form of idolatry? You're done, man. I'm done with you, right? They do this over and over and over again, and it shows how Aristotelian they are, right? They can't figure that shit out. It's bad magic, man. And I'm
deems necessary to control the mind in order to bring the metamorphosis about. The key techniques listed in the Liber MMM aimed at achieving such a goal are motionless posture, breath control, and no mind, no thinking.
Yeah, what was the first one? Motionless posture, breath control, and no mind, no thinking. That's not Peter Carroll's idea. That's a Taoist practice. You guys know the 100-Day Challenge that I advocated. It's kind of my creation in the Western world. As far as I know, I haven't seen anyone else do it, but it's actually originally a Chinese idea from an old Tang Dynasty tablet that's here at White Cloud Temple in Beijing. That's where I got the idea from. But that's the practice of the 100-Day Challenge. It's 33 days of motionless sitting, 33 days of motionless sitting with breath control, and 33 days of motionless sitting with breath control, and the third part, which I won't say outright. But she said thinking, non-thinking. Is that what she says there? This isn't Peter J. Carroll, man. Why don't they credit their sources? Why don't they cite their sources? I do. I cite my sources. I originally learned this from the Xingyi Martial Arts Institute in La Mesa, California, when I was in high school. The Golden Light Meditation from I don't need to give the exact name, but that's what it's called because it predates him. But I don't understand sometimes how folks do this, how they can so flippantly attribute things to themselves that don't belong to them. And then they trademark them and copyright them and make books and sell the books. It's like, come on, man. But I guess, reprinting it and repackaging it's somehow important. Fools and Tools, welcome. Good to see you again. I appreciate you being here. Blessings to you. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen any of you guys in a while because I don't live stream that much. But it's a holiday, it's Ostara. The Eastern Star rises. All hail the Father Dagon. All hail the Mother Hydra. The stars have aligned, beloved. The shining trapezohedron emerges from the Fathomless Cavern. And the great god Cthulhu, divine child, is risen.
These are techniques which are also found in yoga and were mentioned by Aleister Crowley too in his well-known book on magic. The idea here is to quell the mind, body and physical sensations, to get to a state where the magician exits the conventional reality to enter a meta reality.
I've got to make a pronunciation correction for her. It's not Aleister Crowley. It's Aleister Crowley, like holy. This is according to his own first-hand account to Israel Regardie, right? Israel Regardie. It's Aleister Crowley. Everyone says Crowley, though, because that's the way fucking Ozzy Osbourne said it. Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Oh, Mr. Charming, did you speak to the dead? Right, but it's incorrect. It's Aleister Crowley. Beautiful day in Ireland. The sun is out and strong. God bless Ireland. Erin Gobra, right? God save Ireland. Since you mentioned it, I'm going to have to sing it, right? Here we go. I'm gonna give it my best effort. All right. An ode to Frater Simon, and yeah, like Alien. That's right. And to Ireland in general. It's called The Rocky Road to Dublin. It's by the Irish Rovers, or at least they compiled it. I believe it predates them. But with no further ado, while in the merry month of May, now home from home I started, left the girls at home, so nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother. Then off to reap the corn and leave where I was born, cut a stout black thorn, a banished ghost and goblins, a brand new pair of the brogues to rat all over the bogs and fighting all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road all the way to Dublin. Whack for da. A mulligan that arrested limbs so weary, started by daylight next morning blazing took a drop of the pure to keep my heart from shrinking. That's the paddy's cure when Aries from drinking, to hear the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious style, to set your heart a bubbling. They asked me was I hard and wages I required I was almost tired on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt a hare and turn her down the rocky road all the way to Dublin. Whack for la me da. To be so soon deprived. Oh, sorry. In Dublin next I arrived. I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. So then I took a stroll all among the quality bundle. I fucked it up, man. You see how this is a really tough song, really, really tough song. And it's much longer. I'm not even halfway through it yet. And I already fucking lost it, man. Yeah. What a thing. All right. Last night as I slept, I dreamed I met with BM. I took him by the hand and we passed the time of day. When questioned on his views on the crux of life's philosophy, he had but these few clear and simple words to say. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, where streams of whiskey be flowing. I've cursed, bled, and sworn, jumped bail, and landed up in jail. Though life has often tried to stretch me, the rope always went slack. But now that I've a pile, I'll go down to the Chelsea. I'll walk in on my feet, but I'll leave there on my back. I wish I could do Finnegan's Wake too. Like the speed on those are just too fast. They're a little bit too fast for me.
The matrix whereby the fabric of the physical world is susceptible to be reshaped by the will of the magician. Once this state of full potential is reached, Carroll explains that a single pointed focus is needed to direct the will towards the desired end. After all, scattered light will never burn like the sun's rays concentrated in one small area through a burning lens.
Yeah, that's true facts right there. She's spitting facts. And these are Peter J. Carroll, man. He's the OG chaos magician. I didn't even know of Peter J. Carroll's stuff at the time, but I'm a practitioner of chaos magic and didn't even know it. I didn't even learn about this until Free Gift from God, a beloved visitor to the channel. You might remember him, Fred or someone. He's also a frater of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. There aren't many. There are a few. Sirius B, I consider you a Soros of the OED, Esoteric EOD, the OID. But yeah, right here. So Volantic, the Volantic state, number one, is the concentrated energy of the conscious mind. Decreeism is when you disperse it into the floodlight of the subconscious. And then Posism is that reverberation, right? The resonant reception of the thing. So in sigil and mantras, if you put the hands out and focus the eye through the triangle, that's volantia, right? And then when you command it out and disperse it, right, send it out, that's decree. And then when you turn the hands over to receive, that's the postic state. So yeah, those are the three symbols, right? You direct the energy, command it, and then receive its reverberation. Yeah, reverberation. It's echo. Yeah, so that's my OG interpretation of the thing.
Right? Such a concentration is reached by exercising the focus on one arbitrarily chosen object, by repeating over and over a sound, such as a mantra, or by visualizing one fixed image.
Yeah, and that's not Peter J. Carroll either. That's Franz Barden. Israel Regardi had some wonderful practices concerned with this volantic practice, right? The visualization state. And I don't know. I would have to look again at Liber, what does he call it? Liber Null, right? Psychonaut. Yeah, I would have to have another look at it to see if he gives credit in his bibliography to where he received his inspiration, because I'm sure he does. He's an academic guy, right? He's a scholarly fellow, and I would never besmirch Peter J. Carroll. I think he's still alive, and Free Gift from God communicates with him regularly via email, which is quite a thing.
It is also believed that a daily practice is beneficial to develop the abilities that a magician needs. And keeping a journal or a magical diary can be helpful to keep track of one's progress.
Yeah, she says a daily practice, but guys, I mean, 10 minutes a day for 100 days will get you well on your way. That's why you should join the 100-day challenge, right? You should sign up right away. And the easy way to do that is just go on over to Frank Monday at buymeacoffee.com. Yeah, get on the mailing list, man. I've got an essay I'm working on it, and I'll send it tomorrow afternoon. I will finish and send my Liber Equinox essay via the I think my old lady's back, man. The old ball and chain. She's a fucking wildcat. If so, I'm gonna have to cut this fucking stream short. Either way, she demands attention. All right. Yeah, so do check me out on Buy Me a Coffee, guys. I am gonna send out that essay tomorrow. I swear. And I will do what I will. Because I failed a couple of times recently to use the old Buy Me a Coffee to send out the essays I've written, which is not great. You know, you have to see things through. Never truncate or let your magic cut off halfway, because that'll create a tendency of not completing your magic, which is not great.
And to have a reference to check which practices were more successful or unsuccessful, and which elements of such practices may have caused either outcome. The most known practice in chaos magic, which has been influential to witches beyond the realm of chaos magic, is the use of sigils. Once the magician has mastered a calmed, deconditioned mind and a single-pointed focus, he or she is ready to cement or seal their will into a physical token to bring the intended change about. This is what the sigil is, and it was originally devised by Austin Osman Spare.
Yeah, nice. At least they give a little shout out to Austin Osman Spar. I'll type that in there for you guys. He's got a really great book on sigil magic. So does Ophiel, but Austin Osman Spare. Not sure if my spelling's exactly correct there, but yeah, check him out for sure. I really feel the kind of energy in hands now. It's kind of scary when you realize the power we have. Yeah, and a really good one, a fun one. Fred or Simon, I will reveal this to you. Oops. Yeah, if you have the opportunity and like you're taking a shower, best if you're in like a hot bath. But if you're taking a shower, put all of your 5 fingers together, provided you have 2 hands with 5 fingers on each, right? And push on the tips like this for a few moments, a few breaths, 30 seconds to a minute, and then release it and shake your hands out. And do that under hot water. Wow, just do that. Breathe deep, concentrate the energy, and then let it go. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I won't tell you any more than that. Do that first, and then the next step I'll reveal to you. Do that for a couple of weeks, and then get back to me. Because I can actually teach high-level iron palm. It's one of my specialities, but I don't teach it, not openly on YouTube. I mean, good God, there's prohibitions against that. Somebody'd probably come kill me if I did, if I taught the iron palm the way it's practiced in internal, heart-centered kung fu, because I haven't seen anyone teach it. And I know some of my brothers from the school that I attended here online, and yeah, they would catch me out. They would know. They'd be like, "Oh, Frank Monday's showing the iron palm. Time to go hit him in the heart with it one time, right?" That'd be bad magic. Let's drop her for just a second and show you this video that I shot with Scott Huntsman here in Beijing. I did camera and production management, and I was cameraman, production manager, and did some editing as well. So this is good fun.
Rice, baby. Rice, baby. All right, stop. Put down your tea and listen. Time to talk culinary tradition. Stomach starts churning tightly, flows in my asshole daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Ate gutter oil just an hour ago. To the extreme, I rock the twar and the dowda. Light up the sage, stop punks like they bow to eat. Duck neck to consume, that's okay to eat. Just a weird mushroom, deadly. The lax refrigeration, saving bad food just builds a strong nation. Love it, leave it, you better gain weight. You better just down it, lick that plate. If there's something Chinese, yo, I'll eat it. Take it to bow, tomorrow reheat it. Now the Christmas are jumping, MSG kicking, Central Peppers are pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Eat that rice with a pound of bacon, stir frying. Cook quick and nimble. On the menu can't read the symbols. We can get some soup near Temple. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo rolling. On my bicycle, gotta find a place that serves egg rolls. Billy's on standby, waving just to say hi. Did you stop? Nah, I just rode by, kept on. Pursuing to the next stop. I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. Block was dead, yo, so I continue to A1A Gulo Avenue. Girls were hot wearing lensless glasses. Other loud wide just sitting on their asses. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. You roll with the beer and hop out with the wine. Ready to climb the Great Wall. Eat some roast duck, then do a pub crawl. So you are, shout out like a bell. Order fish and it came in shells. Devouring the shellfish real fast. When I left, asking a blast. Bumper to bumper, the ring road was packed. Trying to get away because my stomach feels whack. Chinguana on the scene, you know what I mean. They pass me up, they chowing on some pig spleen. If there's something Chinese, yo, I'll eat it. Take an Instagram, then I'll tweet it. on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town, that created all this great chow, enough to make me smile wide and say, hand out, grease like a chemical spiel. Take a break so your corn can heal. Seasoned and fried, this is a hell of a concept. We make it hot, and you wanna come taste this. Cooks play with the blade, slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade so fast. Other chefs will say, damn, if rhyme was a food, I'd eat it, goddamn. Keep my composure when my sphincter gets loose. Give up the beer, only drink juice. If there's something Chinese, yo, I'll eat it. Health inspection, really don't need it. Yo, man, we out of here. Word to the foo you are.
I was trying to lock in on my name. Win Jones was the guy licking the plate. And Frank Monday, there he is, motherfucker, produced by Win Jones and Frank Monday. See, he only gave his girlfriend credit for editing, which isn't fair. That's not at all fair, because Win and me both did a little something. We didn't do as much as her. She did color correction and audio and the final splice. But I think I should have got a cameraman, because all that camera work is me. At least 80% of it is. And he was kind of pissed at me because the camera I used wasn't collaborate, or what's the word? I think my camera was better than hers, and that was the problem. Let's see. I did the opening shot. Let's have a look here. All these OG shots, most of it's me. That's me. I think the restaurant shots were mostly Win, but that's all me right there. We hit the fucking brilliant shots, man. And I'm the one that motivated him to do it. So Scott, you should have given me a couple extra credits on that video, man. I'm a little bit miffed by that. That's okay though. You know, it is what it is. Motherfuckers gonna take the credit for themselves. He got 10,000 views in the first month after he released this here on YouTube. So yeah, it's good magic. Shingles, I don't even know what that is. I've heard about it before though. Isn't that like a skin irritation? It's kind of like eczema or like acne. What is shingles? Is that when it's not when your fucking colon blasts out, is it? I have shingles, so I feel my bones move in my throat and skull jaw. So meditation can be scary at times when you feel that. Yeah, if you have any kind of health problems, I would say take care of those first before you do any practices. And definitely don't endeavor to do iron palm if you're suffering from any physical ailments, physical, mental, or spiritual. I'd like to pray for you though, Simon, if I may. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, God who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven, give us this day our daily bread, and remind those of us who do have relatively decent health to respect and remember those who suffer, if one man suffer, all of us suffer together, and the great work shall not be complete until we have alleviated all suffering. So, blessings to Frater Simon, and great God above and great God within, I call upon thee in this moment to bring healing and succor, sanctuary, and relief to Frater Simon. He's earned it. There ain't no fucking reason, Lord, sorry, and apologize. Please excuse my French. Beloved Anayahava, Adonai, Egala, Eheye. Yeah, in all seriousness, God, please bring healing to him. Right? When the lesson is learned, right? When the lesson is learned. Blessings unto you. I ask these things in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Shekinah, the Divine Feminine. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. Amen Ra, right? Hail unto thee who art Ra in thy rising, even unto thee who art Ra in thy strength, who travellest over the heavens at the uprising of the sun, at the spring dawning, Tahuti, god of magic, great terrible god of magic, standeth in the prow in his splendor, afore, and in the aft at the helm is Amun Ra. Hail unto thee from the abodes of twilight. Quit the darkness and seek the light, my friends. Yeah, what a wonderful thing, man, to be among people of spiritual cultivation and be able
highlights. While many
enjoy time together. She just mentioned Osmond Austin Sprout. I think she spells
This is what
probably.
the sigil is, and it was originally devised by Austin Osman Spell.
Austin should be A-U-S-T-I.
As Goodman highlights, while many ceremonial magicians treat the magical wheel as the teleological endpoint of the spiritual progression, chaos magicians tend to identify the wheel with Kia or chaos. In this sense,
Oh, Christ, y'all. My old lady's home. I'm going to let this video play for a minute. I'm going to deal with her and then see if I can't continue to transmit for a little while. But yeah, she's a fucking tiger, man. She's a Leo fire snake. So big magic with that old gal.
chaos magicians articulate a postmodern ideology in which the wheel does not represent the realization of one's essential spiritual nature, but rather a tool to generate the metamorphosis. The magical wheel is actualized through the gnosis, a state where the boundaries between subject and object fade, and the single-pointed focus is believed to pierce through to affect changes to one's reality. The role of the sigil here is to be charged by the will of the magician in the aforementioned state of consciousness, to seal the wheel and bring it to physical existence while the fabric of reality is still permeable in the state of gnosis. As a result, the sigil is believed to act as an anchor between the realm of potentiality generated by a state of gnosis and the physical realm of the ordinary reality. As such, it will represent a trigger to the unconscious mind of the magician, to their will with the capital W, to turn the intended potential into actual manifestation. But now let's see an example of how a sigil is made according to chaos magic. These are a few examples of how to create a sigil according to chaos magic. There are actually a few more, but these are the ones reported in the reference literature. As you can see, even in this case, we can appreciate the chaos magical philosophy, which is to strip things to their bare essential. Basically, according to Chaos Magic, you can create a sigil by spelling out the sentence which reflects the magician's wish, and then remove all the repeating letters, and then the remaining letters will be assembled in a way that makes a graphical image, which then becomes the sigil. The same occurs with the pictorial representation. For example, I can assume in this case it is a man with J as their first letter, and perhaps there's the intent of healing or some other intent. But even in this case, the repeating lines tend to be removed, and only the bare skeleton without all the repeating parts are stripped, so that only the essential visual element stays and then gets reassembled into a graphical sign which becomes the symbol. Then as the third example, we have the using a similar method to the first one, but in this case not to the purpose of creating a graphical sigil, but to the purpose of creating a mantra to be repeated. So this is it for today's episode. Before we wrap the video up, please allow me to introduce to the Inner Symposium my new patrons and new channel members. Thank you so much for joining my Inner Symposium. It really means so much to me. You are the reason why I'm still able to keep this project alive and divulge freely and on a public platform the academic study of magic, esotericism, the occult and related currents. So thank you with all my heart to those who just pledged and to those who stay pledged. Now, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so that you will never miss when I upload a new video. And do let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. What is your experience with chaos magic, and whether there's anything that you feel I missed out or that you'd like me to cover in a future video. I guess I just love to interact with you guys, and as you know, I always reply to your comments. So go down there and just leave your thoughts. Also, if you want us to grow as a community, please share my videos around. It really helps us a lot. And as always, stay tuned for all the academic fun.
Yeah, it's good magic, man. I can appreciate it. With that said, I'm going to sign off for the evening. Got shit to do. Y'all have a blessed Ostara, and into the abodes of the future. Carpe diem, ad astra per aspera. Until next time, good magic.
Dead of night, the wind howls slow. Grim, ghastly phantom haunt and go. Ghostly galleons, the Flying Dutchman drift by. On emerald seas where the moonbeams lie, mist-hung shadows of masts and spars, fog derelicts under haunted stars, the creak of timbers and the flap of sail, ghoulish shapes from bow to aft of the rails. On a low black island, the Louisiana swamp, strange things occur, 'tis said. Night by night, the moon glows skull white on the shores of the vengeful dead. Voodoo drums and pirate songs in cypress
forest dim. Cutlasses ring at the shoreline's brim. Boats list low in the swamp's edge. Gleaming swords on a white shell ledge. Rattle of bones and rasp of spade. Ghost murmurs in the palmetto glade. Phantom forms in the witch's hour convene. Bounty treasure guarded eternally between. On a low black isle in the Louisiana swamp, strange things occur to say. Night by night the moon glows skull white on the shores of the vengeful pit. Undead commands and the rattle of skeletal feet. The clash of arms in the spectral retreat. Murmured oaths and a bluster's roar. Sailmo's fire on the moonlit shore. Blood sands meet the full-blood moon. A battalion of ghosts by the duckweed lagoon. Skeleton swings high and free from the rotted rope of a gnarled tree. On a low black isle in the Louisiana swamp, strange things occur to say. Night by night the moon glows skull white on the shores of the vengeful dead.
That's it right there. Y'all good looking sexy people be well, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, make sure you hit the button, do the thing, and check back often, man. I'll see y'all in the abodes of the future. Until next time, be well.